So a weird coincidence happened the other day. A viewer made a comment that they noticed when I do pick demos, I usually do pop rock bass lines. Later on that day, I happened to be out in my garage and I came across a box full of vinyl records, cassette tapes, and CDs that I played bass on. You see, back when I was playing professionally in top 40 bands, doing studio work was nice extra income. Now, there is a bunch of different genres represented in this box, but I'd say the bulk of it is pop and rock music. So I thought about the comment and I thought about this box and I thought, hey, why don't I just make a video about how I write pop rock bass lines? I'm going to preface this video by saying this is not a teaching video. I'm no expert, but I do have a lot of experience doing it. And these studios kept giving me callbacks, so I guess I was doing something right. So what makes a good pop rock bass line? Is it playing lots of notes? Is it playing ultra simple? If this question got asked on a lot of social media sites, you usually get the same trite responses, such as, the bass line has to serve the song, or the bass part is supposed to support the other instruments. But these responses are obvious generalities. It's kind of like saying, hey, if you want to play basketball, you need a basketball. It's important to remember that each and every song has to be taken on a case-by-case basis. Therefore, there is no set formula to compose a bass line. Some people will tell you that the best pop rock bass lines are the bass lines that follow the drums, particularly the bass drum. Other people might say that the best pop rock bass lines are the ones that play melodies within the song, without any regard to what the drums and the other instruments are doing. For me, the best pop rock bass lines are the bass lines that say something. You see, music is one of the earliest forms of communication, and it has to be conveyed in a way where the listener can understand what you're trying to say. Playing too many notes in the bass line is kind of like saying too many words or speaking gibberish. How many notes I can play in a song. Cool. You're going to like it. Notes. And this is commonly referred to as overplaying. But using the communication approach, if there's a such thing as saying too much or overplaying, there can also be a thing called not saying enough or underplaying. Hi. Now, I'm going to tell you that it's better to lean on the side of underplaying than overplaying. But just because it's better to do that doesn't mean it's correct either. Think about famous guitar players of the past and present and how they composed their solos. The greatest example of a guitar player that composes solos that speak to you is David Gilmour of Pink Floyd. He has a knack of choosing notes and phrasing them in a way where they just say everything they need to say. To me, David Gilmour can do more with 1 or 2 notes than other guitar players can do with 73. Now, if there's a bass version of famous guitar players past and present, I would say that the bass version of Jimi Hendrix is Bootsy Collins, and the bass version of Eddie Van Halen is Billy Sheehan, and the bass version of Tim Henson is Victor Wooten, and the bass version of the 6-armed alien that can play 3 guitars at once is Charles B. But in my opinion, the bass version of David Gilmour is Mike Mills from REM. You see, Mike Mills is a lot like David Gilmour in which they can take a minimum amount of notes and phrase them in a way where they speak volumes. The one attribute that's common with most Mike Mills bass lines is that you can sing them. And to me, the ability to easily sing a bass line is the hallmark of what makes a good pop rock bass line. Mike Mills pretty much did this throughout his entire career, but it's really prevalent on REM's first 4 albums and EP. Other bass players who also wrote similar sing-songy type bass lines are Mike Dirnt from Green Day, Kathy Valentine from the Go-Go's, and of course the guy who started it all, Sir Paul McCartney. If you could sing the bass line, it's a good pop rock bass line. Now, earlier I mentioned 2 common approaches to writing pop rock bass lines are following the drums and playing melodically. What I try to do is a little bit of both. I try to create bass lines that lock in with the drums for rhythmic tightness, but I also try to make them melodic to give a song an extra dimension. Basically, I try to create bass lines that you can sing that have rhythmic value. And there you have it. That's how I write pop rock bass lines. Feel free to leave a comment below and share your approach to it. I'm Rib13. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. As always, a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, Derek and Joe, and I'll see you next time.